Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2 3. I can hear me. Can I hear you?
Yes, Sirski.
All right, J.A.B Nation, we are back with another episode, and today we have a very special guest, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, how y'all doing? First off, I go by ImTRU, R&B and soul artist here in Mobile, Alabama. I'm a musician, actor. I got a lot of hats that I wear. That I did my dad being, so that's pretty much the gist of who I am. I'm just a all around artist.
Okay.
Well, me and Jalen personally know True, and because we basically kind of grew up with him. So he's a very, very, very talented singer, instrument player. And the first thing I want to, ask so the people can know, like, I know because of your mother and your family is just very heavily musically inclined, but what made you choose that this is really my career? Even though you've been around it a lot, there's some people like, yeah, I'm around it, but it's not really my calling. Like, what made you really want to do this? You know what I mean?
Man, it's kind of hard because that kind of really is what the reason was because of my family being so in tune with it. I kind of really ain't have no other choice but to kind of be that to be my purpose. My mother, her playing keyboard and being a singer, that's all I grew up around. That's all I saw as I was growing up. So it's kind of like destiny. It was fate for me to really just do that. I've been in love with music since I can remember. So I always told myself that's what I end up doing.
Okay. So like you said you wear a lot of hats, like, and it's interesting to me, like you said acting, like what made you get into the acting scene? A lot of people, it's kind of difficult for a lot of people to transition between, to arts. So like what made you kind of, transition over or kind of dabble in both?
Well, I like movies. Watching movies is another one of my favorite things to do. I mean, when I have downtime or free time, that's pretty much all I'm doing is just watching movies. So, I've always I always saw myself as doing that as well. My first experience with doing it though was, still, just like singing in church. My first experience with doing acting was church plays and different productions and stuff like that. So that's why I always tell people, like, church, growing up in church and stuff like that was my foundation pretty much for everything that I do, because that's why I started doing everything that I do now. From being a musician to acting to singing, I did all of that starting in church. So.
Okay.
Is there a particular art that you like more than the other, like acting or music? Like, is there one you favor more?
Yeah, it's definitely music. I definitely favor music over acting.
Okay. Is it because like you think it comes more natural to you, or?
That's exactly it. It becomes more natural. Oh, I think acting does too, though. When I first started to try to do it, I didn't think. I didn't really like it like that. I kind of still was shy, just like with music. When you first start doing something, you're still shy. But the more and more I did, I got more and more comfortable with being in front of people, being in front of a camera and stuff like that. So it kind of go hand in hand. Both of them helped me with each other. Acting helped me to be in front of people. It kind of helped me to sing in front of people, and singing and being on stage helped me to get on stage in front of people when I act. So both of them played a big part to helping each other.
Okay. I got another question. Like with the music thing, like what made you like just say, I want to become like my own artist? Like, when was that point in time where you just like, I want to get into the industry, I want to make this a career?
And COVID, because I've always, like I said, I've always done music, but I've never done music for me. I've never done my own. I've never just kind of ventured out and tried to kind of follow my own path. When COVID hit, having so much downtime and not going to events and not being around people. I had so much time to just sit and think. That was one of the main things I thought about those first 6 or 7 months, when COVID first broke out, was I want to kind of start doing my own music. And that was the first time I've written my first song ever, like during that time. I never had written anything. I never had did anything, put anything together. So yeah, I blame COVID for that.
Yeah, well, COVID can be a blessing in disguise, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
As far as, the process of making music, because you already, know how to play, instruments and stuff. Like, what do you have, like a routine or something you do whenever you try to put something together? I don't really know how to formulate this question, because I know it takes a lot, to get, the lyrics to go with the certain type of sound. Like, what is your process? I know some artists have like a certain process that they go through.
I just meditate, really. I like to listen to different tracks all throughout the day. I spend a lot of my time doing that. Just listen to a bunch of different tracks, or listening to a lot of artists, and seeing what I can take from that and put it together in my own way.
Right.
So I appreciate every artist and every type of genre. I appreciate everything, because I get something from it all, to put something together for myself.
Okay, so as like a creative, I know being you're an artist and just dabbling in the arts, like as a creative, like being a creative myself, like what do you do, like on your downtime, or just when it's you kind of stuck, I guess you can say, like so you might be stuck in trying to find that lyric, trying to find that inspiration. What is something you do to kind of just help you get out of that funk? Because sometimes I pray, stuff like that, but like what is your kind of thing to get you out of that funk?
Probably be one of the things I probably do is probably this room I'm in now. I come in, I turn the lights off, and I have like a little blue light. I like lights and flashlights like that. So I put the light on the floor, turn it on, and it brights up the room, and it's just dark. So I just come and just sit here and just sit in the dark with the light on and just listen to this and listen to different stuff until something, comes to me. And so that's that. I do that a lot. And also even working, even still being at work. A lot of times I'll be at work and I drive for Amazon. I would literally be at work, and if I have to pull over, I'd jot something down really quick, like, or I always used to take my notebook or my iPad with me at work, because if something comes to me right there, I don't want to forget it. So I stop right then and jot down real quick, like come home, get in this room, turn the lights off, play some music, put together.
Okay. The first time I saw you perform, I'm lying. The first time I actually seen you perform anything was at church. But the first time I ever seen you perform your own music was at Song for Song. Like, how was that experience? Because I know it might have been a little bit different from performing like something you created versus like, I don't know, singing a song already written for church. Like, was you more nervous, and then plus there was judges, stuff like that. Like, how did you maneuver through that to successfully, be a good artist?
I wasn't as nervous as I thought I would have been, which is surprising. I thought I would have been a little more nervous, but I guess for that particular event, I put myself in a headspace, so profoundly that I really wasn't nervous. I was just ready to get on there and just perform and just kind of like to showcase my gift. And I'm in love with live music, so the fact that I was able to use a band, it kind of helped me not really, really worry too much about that. I was really just focused on everything just sounding good was the big thing for me. I just wanted everything to sound good. So, but song as a whole, though, to answer your question, I enjoyed the experience. It was great networking. It was an opportunity for me to perform in front of people that haven't seen me perform, outside of church before. And I met a lot of different people that still are big supporters to this day because of that. So it was an overall great experience.
Okay. And just like to kind of back that, like how's that process? Some people have different experiences with that. That's a big opportunity. Like you said, networking, meet new people, getting new supporters. Like, how was that whole process, and how did you like take it in? Because I know you probably got a lot of more support and a lot of more supporters, kind of backing your music. So how was that experience? That whole process.
Well, one is the beginning of it was difficult anyway because the beginning is difficult anyway because most people know me from just singing at church. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people then still to the day are trying to kind of get an understanding of me doing other music besides just gospel. Right. So that crossover, I think for me is more difficult than other artists that have been doing the music that they're doing. So it's going. It for me, I think it can be a little better, but it is going. But I do understand why it's the way it is because people are still trying to kind of get an understanding of who I am as an artist. Like a lot of people might still just see me as singing as church. I've even had people, come.
I'm sorry, you kind of froze.
Yeah,
can you repeat what you said?
Okay. Yeah. I think I've even had people like come to my, like family members or something like that, and they ask questions like, how do you feel about Brandon doing R&B? Y'all okay with that? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's so used to me doing gospel. So it's still a lot of people that are trying to kind of understand and try to kind of get the gist of me doing that. But the process, the support that I've gotten, it is growing. It's growing on a daily basis. I think the more and more people see and the more and more I post and kind of, advertise and show people that this is going on and this is happening, people are starting to believe and actually like, okay, I can actually take him serious as an artist because he's actually doing this and doing that. So I just got to keep working, just got to keep building up.
Okay. Yeah, because you kind of answered this next question I had. I was going to ask you, like, did you receive any kind of pushback or like negative reaction from you from transitioning from just singing gospel to something that's like R&B or something? Because I can understand like some people that's just within the church would be like, oh, he's transitioning to something that could be seen as more provocative, you know what I mean? But yeah, but the next question I was going to ask you is what is a goal that you have set for yourself that you're trying to get to as an artist? With any type of goal, as far as your success, what any achievements you're trying to make?
Well, yeah, one is an achievement that's coming up in June, and it's crazy that ever since 2022 hit, like the blessings have just been coming from everywhere. I've just been getting opportunities after opportunities, some that I didn't really think I would be getting at this point. And me starting a career, it's only been just 2 years since I've started doing, a solo music career. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of other people have been doing it for way longer, 11 to 15 years, longer. And so that's performing on big stage, being able to get big opportunities. And the one that's coming up is the opportunity I have to perform at a BET pre-show event in LA during BET Awards weekend. So I think that's for me right now, that's the biggest, and that's the biggest thing for me. And that's one of the biggest things that I thought about, and I never would have, thought it would have happened this soon.
Okay. So when is this happening at the BET?
What?
To let the people know. So
June 23rd, I'll be in LA performing at a pre-BET Awards event during BET Awards weekend. Okay. And I'll also be at the BET Awards. So, it's just an awesome opportunity,
Right.
Yeah. So on top of that, like, how is that process? Like, how was that process came along? Like, just getting that offer to just perform at the BET Awards, like how is that? You know, just seeing just the progress in the 2 years, like how has that like just boosted your confidence? You know, because a lot of people don't get that, you know, that opportunity that early. So how is it, you know, how does that boost your confidence, just getting that blessing just early on in your career?
Well, with me, I tried not to make it, I guess, so much boost my confidence, because I still want to, you know, be humble. Right. But it is good sometimes to be confident in yourself, but not arrogant. Right. So with me, it's boosting my confidence as far as, you know, this is something I actually can have a career doing. It really showed me that, you know, there's opportunities out here for me if I just put myself in those positions to get them. You know, it's worth it. You know, it's worth me actually put myself in those positions to get those opportunities. And I'm actually someone people look at as, okay, this guy has something, so we can give him this opportunity. Right. So yeah, it boosts up my confidence to a high to I can't even really think how I really boost it, but it is up there. Yeah.
Is there any particular artist that you wish you would like work with in the future?
Yeah, Neo. I definitely want to work with Neo. Drake would be somebody I would like to work with. Mm-hmm. I would like to work with Brandy. I know Brandy is not really big on doing collaborations and stuff like that, but anything that, you know what I'm saying, we put into play, I would like to work with Brandy. I like to work with Young Blue. That'd be somebody I like to work with. Just to name a few. Those would be some, just to name a few.
Okay. All right. You know, I had to do it, you know, just saying, Ari, she did that last question. So I got to put you on the spot with like top 5 artists that you feel either all time or right now. Like, what are your top 5 artists?
Man, that's hard because I haven't even think about that.
I had to do it.
Wow.
I had to do it. Ari,
I have to really
Blade Ari did it.
Look, don't blame me. I didn't even tell him to do this.
Yes, you did.
I gave him the easy question.
Okay. So you're saying top 5 of all time to me? Okay, this is just my personal opinion. I don't want anybody listening to be like, oh, it's just my personal opinion.
Hey, this your opinion.
But number one would have to be Michael Jackson. Okay. I don't care what nobody say. Michael Jackson overall. Number 2. Whitney Houston.
Interesting.
Whitney Houston, number 2. Number 3, if I can choose, I guess I go to rap. Okay, all time. Number 3 probably would be, of course, Tupac. Number 4, let's see, all time. That's like, it's so tough. It's like, okay, I put Prince in there.
Prince, okay.
And number 5, I guess I'll choose somebody from recently, just to throw somebody in there from recently.
Okay.
Lil Baby.
Okay. See, that's solid. Solid.
Yeah, Jalen like Lil Baby.
I mean, yeah, I don't think Lil Baby I haven't heard a miss. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I haven't heard a miss, so I kind of categorize it like that. I know a lot of people probably like all the time. I mean, yeah, you know, it was hard narrowing down the list, but Baby would definitely be one of my favorites, you know what I'm saying, of all time as far as like rap. Because I don't really, especially a lot of newer rap, I don't like to really listen to a lot of it.
Right.
But Baby is somebody like every time, if he releases something, I'm on it. I was gonna say Future, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't say that.
Yeah, no.
Don't say that.
I don't want to say that, you know, I ain't want to say.
Oh yeah, like, you're gonna have a whole bunch of people be mad at you if you say that.
Yeah.
They gonna be mad at me because I said Lil Baby. They gonna be like, yeah, he put them in there with all them legends. I'm like, well, I mean,
but no, like you just giving like, I mean, this is in, like you said, this is your opinion. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's just fun, just trying to, you know, pick your brain a little bit, see, you know, what artists.
It was random. If I had top 10 though, if I had top 10, Baby probably be a little lower. I have more time to put some people in there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I should actually top 10 since you know you kind of give me top 10.
I mean, I can give you 5. Well, okay, we're gonna
five
move
more.
Lil Baby down.
Yeah, 5 more. Come on, give me 5 more.
We're gonna move Lil Baby down. We're gonna move him down to number 10.
Okay.
But number I did 4. Okay, number 5 will probably be Beyonce.
Okay.
Number 6 will probably be Mariah Carey. Number 7, Biggie. Number 8, Chris Brown. Number 9 will probably be R. Kelly. I'm sorry.
He just want everybody to be mad at him.
R. Kelly, bro. R. Kelly, that ain't bad, bro. See, we talk about minus all that other stuff. Minus all that, we talk about music.
I think he's just picking his artists based off of their music, and he's separating it from their personality and the things they have done.
Yeah. Right. And I'm gonna say this. That's a no chronological order. That's just 10. I just chose. So the order can be whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But those are 10 of probably 10 of my favorites, you know. And there's still so many that I couldn't put in there.
Right.
Okay. Like even, bro, like, you know, this might be our topic from just music, you know what I'm saying? We just having a good conversation. Like, do y'all think, like, you know, nowadays, like you just said, like an artist you like, R. Kelly, just based off their music, not their personal, like, don't y'all think it's kind of like nowadays it's sensitive, like from back then where, you know what I'm saying, like if you think about it, like say like a Bernie Mac sort of where like if Bernie Mac was still living, bro, he would like they'll try to cancel him like every day off of what he say. You know what I'm saying? So like how do y'all like feel about that? Like just how the world has changed. You know, obviously social media is a big role in it, but like just the sensitivity in it in general, like people can't really just, like you say, music and acting, it's an art. It's not really who that person is. You can't really showcase your art because it offends this group or it offends these people and stuff like that. So how you feel about that?
You know what? And it's crazy you brought that up, and I know people probably tired of hearing about this, but it kind of tacked that on with the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation.
Right.
You know, people want to cancel Will Smith and all that. Okay, I get it. Slapped him. Cool. I've seen people get slapped all the time. I'm sorry. I mean, we're in the city where you've seen somebody get slapped. Right. You've seen all this stuff before. So to me, it wasn't really so detrimental to me because I've seen it before. I get it though. You know, I get where it was. I get the environment it was in. But at the same time, I'm not going to belittle Will Smith because of it. Right. He just acted out of human emotions. It might have been a wrong emotion, but he just acted on them. Something we've all done before. Right. And I'm not going to just throw away his entire acting career because everybody love Will Smith. You're not finna tell me you're not finna tell me the movie scene will be the same without Will Smith.
Exactly.
So it's just like it's like if it was Denzel Washington. You can't tell me you can remove Denzel Washington's 30, 40 years of, you know what I'm saying?
Training day?
Yeah.
Training day?
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. So it's I just feel so bad that they're doing that and that it had to be him. Because I love his stuff. Even with his new show, Bel Air, I hope they don't cancel that because I feel like they are. And I really was enjoying that show. So now I'm kind of like, it's the messed up so many people's money. It messed up so many people, you know. So
it's weird because it's just like you know, just like we was talking about this on the last pod, like he acted wrong, but because he acted wrong doesn't mean like okay, all his accolades and everything he accomplished, that's out the window. All that just don't matter because he did this one thing. Because it's just like, okay, like it could have been any of us. Like the roles were reversed. If like we were in that position, if we were in that position and somebody else, we smacked them, it's a brawl. We already know this. Like where we grew up, like it's a brawl. Like Chris Rock, you know what I'm saying? I commend him for acting like a man, you know what I'm saying? Kind of taking it and keeping the Oscars going, because it could have went totally left. But he kept it going.
But was it acting? But the question I'm asking, but was it really acting like a man though? Because think about it. If that was somewhere, outside of that, people would have been calling him a punk. You know what I'm saying? People would have. So it's like a lot of the responses I've seen resolving around it, that situation, were kind of hypocritical to me, because people was making certain, suggestions about this and that. And I'm like, okay, let's just flip it. If Chris Rock was in a store, Dollar General, somebody walk up on him, slap him, everybody gonna say he a punk. He ain't do nothing. He a punk. Right. You know what I'm saying? But because it was somewhere like the Oscars, now he's celebrated as a man.
All right.
But if that was even a female, you know what I'm saying? A female could have been on his side. She would have been like, babe, you a punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would have been like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't do nothing. Like, this man just came and slapped you in front of me. You didn't do nothing. So it's that whole situation. It's so much you can take from that whole situation and it's all.
I'm saying it is like, it's so many scenarios. Like even me and Ari was talking, like even with the Will Smith situation, he seen his wife look a certain way. Chris Rock do not have to go home with her. I do. Yeah. So I gotta address you in some way, bro. So like he might have did it the wrong way, but he addressed, you know what I'm saying, made her. But the whole Jada situation is different.
The thing is though, did he see her look? See, people are assuming the camera went from them after Will Smith laughed back to Chris Rock. What happened in between those 8 seconds? You don't know. You don't know if she reached over to him and said something to him. You don't know if he really didn't look at her. He probably didn't even look at her. Just got up, just went and slapped her. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I want to see that footage. That's the only footage everybody seems to be missing. That footage what happened in between that slap.
Yeah. It's so many gray areas, so much missing from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I understand. All right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I took over the show again. My bad.
It's fine. It's a good conversation. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
My bad. I got more questions, but if you know what I'm saying, you can go. I'm gonna take a break. I was
just listening to both of y'all perspectives, because this was a different perspective on this whole situation that I didn't really hear anybody talk about the whole like what happened in between them little 8 seconds. Because I was like, that's a very interesting observation that he made. But yeah, I've listened to some of your music, and I haven't seen like an album from you. Like, are you? Do you have? Are you in the process of making one, or is that like one of your goals too?
That's one of my goals, but I am in the process of getting ready to release another EP.
Okay.
I wanted to do an album, but I done got so hectic with traveling now and do some performances. It's kind of hard for me to really do it like I want to, because I kind of person I am. I'll probably try to give you a straight 15, 18 song album. You know what I'm saying? And come strong like that. If I do it, it will be a pretty big one, so I'll be able to build off that album for a while, and really perform a lot of my stuff and kind of, dib and dab with it. But I just want it to be right. I'm a perfectionist. A lot of my stuff, like a lot of my older stuff I've done, I don't even like it. I can release something, and I'll probably be like, I don't like it. And people be like, oh, it was a good song or whatnot, and I'd be like, nah, I couldn't do it better.
Right. Is that like is that the artist in you though? Like you just need, perfection. Like, this was off. Like this, this was a little bit off. Like even being a musician, you can hear that. You can hear that little instrument off. That little, it might be a beat, a half off. Like, is that kind of like difficult just being a musician and just trying to be perfect in your craft? Is that kind of difficult? Like just, doing that?
It's annoying. I can say it's annoying. sometimes, you know what I'm saying, something might be okay, and you might do something that messes that okay up, right. Because you think it's not. As an artist, you just kind of have to be keen to the consumer's ear and not just yours. What you might think is right and what you think you might like, your fans or consumers might not like that particular thing you like. So you kind of have to kind of study the kind of music and the kind of people that you kind of center yourself around and kind of study what they like and what they like from you. And then you kind of zone in on that and you build off that.
Okay.
Well, me and Jalen want to ask you one more question.
Okay.
My question, well, I'm assuming you are an independent artist right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. My question is, would you rather to continue your career as an independent artist or be signed to a record label? Because I know there are some, successful artists who are, just independent and,
mm-hmm.
their record label is them. They are their own record label. So which one would you rather prefer?
Well, I tell people this, either or. Mm-hmm. Now it's upsides and downsides to both. To be an independent artist, what I try to explain to people is you have to pay for everything yourself. You have to come out your pocket for everything. You have to hire everybody on your own. You have to do all of the legwork, which is okay. Some people might be okay with that, but some people might be like, nah, I'd rather just let people handle this for me. Mm-hmm. That's where a label will come in there. They will handle those things for you. They will supply the funds you need. They will, you know what I'm saying? They'll pay for this and that. The only thing is you'll have to pay the label back. But if you're the kind of artist that they really invest a lot in and you're making all of that money, it's not like you're not going to really be missing none of that if you have to pay back. It's if you're a multi-million-dollar recording artist and you owe the label $1 million back, that's like nothing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So either or for me. I would probably really like a deal really over being independent. Okay. A lot of people just want to be independent because they just feel like because a label didn't sign them, it's all y'all labels don't want me, I'm gonna show y'all I'm gonna go independent. It's really no reason behind a lot of these artists wanting to be independent. That's the only reason they can give you, is to get back at labels.
Right.
So now I'm not trying to get back at nobody. If we want to work, we want to make this money together, we want to build my career, and I need a label to do that, I'm perfectly fine with signing to a label.
Right. Jalen, you have any last questions for him? For Mr. ImTRU?
Yes. Okay. So my last question is, what's the next big thing for ImTRU, or what's the biggest goal for this year for ImTRU?
The biggest goal for this year is I want to try to get my name out there more on a universal level, as far as like countrywide. It doesn't necessarily have to be worldwide, but more on a U.S. standpoint. I just want to get my name out there more, and some of the things that I'm doing, I think, are a way that I can do that. I'm just gonna try my best to take advantage of those ways.
Okay. Right. We're here being on J.A.B Nation podcast, and then we started up a YouTube video. We dropped our first YouTube video on Monday, and so this is a great platform that we use for other artists to hop on, so we can help just like spread the word about them. Because me and Jalen are music heads, and we appreciate music just like you do, even though we don't create it. But we would like to, spread the word about what you guys do. Especially if you're talented, we really want y'all to pop up on here. So yeah, J.A.B Nation, thank you for rocking with us. We're here with ImTRU. We're gonna put all his information below, like his Facebook and where you can find him to listen to his music in the description below. And thank you for coming on here with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I enjoy. Actually, this is probably one of my favorite interviews I've done so far. So that's good.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Anything else, Jalen?
I'm good.
All right, J.A.B Nation, we out. Cue the music.